Christian body, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, has described as satanic politicians planning a Muslim ticket in 2023. The body said it would resist the attempt, adding that a Christian must succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. In recent times, there have been talks about Asiwaju Bola Tinubu Abdullahi Ganduje ticket, with both being strong members of the All Progressives Congress. The promoters now see a juicy opportunity in this, as Ganduje is the governor of Kano State, which boasts the highest number of voters, while Tinubu is a god in Lagos with the highest number of voters in the south. The political romance of both figures has also been fluid. Questions have, however, been raised about religion, as both are Muslims. It was perhaps in this light that the PFN president Wale Oke filmed on Monday night at the grand finale of a 5-day Zoe World Congress tagged Zoe Worship Extravaganza at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan. Oke insisted that any political arrangement short of producing a Christian president for the nation at the election would be unacceptable to the Christian populace. He said it is disturbing that with the 2023 general election fast approaching, some politicians who are hell-bent in further scuttling the fragile peace in the country are desperately seeking to foist a Muslim political agenda on us, a development that will further throw an unsavory spanner into the works, fiber, and the tenuous peace of the nation. Nigeria is a nation predominantly populated by Christians and Muslims. The PFN, which by the grace of God I heard has a membership strength of over 65 million adherents of Jesus Christ. So we vehemently say no to Muslim presidential tickets. We say no to arrangements that will relegate the Christians to obscurity. We urge that we follow the route already taken by the previous administrations of Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, and Buhari to avoid the pitiable path some are trying to tread for selfish reasons. Anyone who is flying a Muslim presidential ticket is satanic and from the pits of hell. The Lord God of hosts, we crush that satanic agenda. Any party that flies a Muslim presidential ticket has failed completely. In fact, it will not only fail, but it will also scatter. If the major political parties in the country feed Muslim candidates, they will both fail. What we want is a Christian president. Buhari must hand over to a Christian. Let everybody know that any arrangement short of that will be totally unacceptable to us. The 65 million strong members of PFN are vehemently opposed to any arrangements of that nature. Well, there was a time I heard this man saying this statement. Some media houses talk about, that this man said, any attempts to present a Muslim whatever will be resisted. And people were like, why would this man be saying that? This is not what we need at this point in time. This is not what we want. This is not what we want. And if you check at it at that particular time, because when these people talk, it's not as if they just talk, they talk based on what they've heard or somebody has said, so they will be responding to that. But I think those who were really attacking this man as then didn't know that there were some statements being made that made him to respond in that light, because some people were like, why should you be saying that? Is that what we need at this point in time? Really, on the face value, you agree to the fact that that is not what we need right now, whether Muslim, whatever. But the most important thing is that let there be good governance, which is the most important thing. Whether Christian or Muslim, they have all of them that have held this position of the highest position, which is the president. They have never delivered, and they are Christians, they are Muslims. But based on what we are hearing now, for Tinubu to be saying that he's going to convince his people, Yoruba people, that the Muslim ticket, they wouldn't mind. And I'll ask that question: who told you? How did you know? Did you have a meeting with them for you to have come to that conclusion? And meanwhile, the northern leaders or elders or whatever, the stakeholders in the north, They were the ones who told him that they will not accept any Christian as a VP. Since himself is vying for the position, and I think maybe they really want to even scatter his own ambition, because definitely they know that it's not going to happen, but they are putting it to him, and he's even accepting that, because they know quite alright that the South will not even accept that, and they are not giving him such condition that if you want us to support you as the president, you must make sure that you get a Muslim that will still be the same thing. So when people begin to tell you that Islamization and Fulanization, you think they are joking. And I always give kudos to those who raised the alarm of not accepting Ruga in the South. And exactly we saw the reason behind all these things. So then if the northern leaders are coming out to tell you that, or to tell him that they wouldn't want a Muslim VP, since he himself is a Muslim, what does that tell you? Is that not an Islamization agenda? That is to tell you that when this guy gets there, if eventually gets there, if Tinubu eventually gets there, that means everything goes. And for the fact that he's saying that, don't bother yourself. I know my Yoruba people, no be those people. You don't see them finish, but I'm sure they are going to respond to him in the language we understand. The Yoruba people will respond to him. So like I said, when this Pastor Wale okay, whether he's a prophet, but he is a PFN leader, when he made mention of, when I heard about this thing about last month or so, and some people were like, oh, these are the people that want to create problems. They are the ones creating problems here and there. But they forgotten that somebody has already made such a statement that there's going to be Muslim tickets, which is not going to be a bad idea for the Yoruba people. So I now understand from the point view of this man, because normally if you look at the whole thing in this country, whether a Christian or a Muslim, we just want to fulfill our righteousness. Whether the country is moving forward, is not moving forward. I'm trying to even digress again. That is the part of the Wale okay, the statement he made that is going to be resisted, that it is satanic. But one thing is that whether a Muslim or Christian, at the end of the day, we have not even had a good governance in this country. It has not helped us in a way. We are always so engrossed with this religion that has not even helped us. We are so religious and we don't even know God. So what is the use of a Muslim ticket, Christian ticket, and yet the people are not capable, they are not credible to be to hold that position? They don't have the interest of the people who has that. The reason for being there is not going to be achieved. Then of what use is that's a Christian or Muslim ticket? So what what we want is that let there be Muslim ticket. So far there's that. The issue of good governance is going to be raised. Oh, let there be Christian ticket, or let there be Christian Muslim or Muslim ticket. Let it just be there, just for formality's sake. But the nitty-gritty of governance will be thrown into the bin. That is what we are saying here. That is exactly what we are saying. But give it to the fact that the kind of people that we are, everybody will play along. Because if you check at it very well, you are not we are not going to be blamed totally, or we are not going to discard that totally, that we are always so mindful of ethnicity, religion, and what have you. Because we might have the same color, we don't speak the same language, we don't have the same culture. So for us to come together, all of those things must be put together and or put it into consideration. And that is why people always talk about religion and ethnicity. Because somebody will be speaking Hausa and me, I don't understand Hausa. I might be speaking Yoruba, I be speaking Igbo. Somebody from the north doesn't understand it. So it is always difficult. Even if you try to speak the language, there's that something in you that you are not from here. Your culture or whatever is so different. So anytime we are doing things together, all of these things will be coming up. The issue of religion and issue of ethnicity will be coming up. You can't even, we can't run away from that. But unfortunately, those who are supposed to know better to do the right thing, they are the ones putting petrol inside fire. So Niban said it's satanic, that this Muslim ticket is satanic, and some people or somebody somewhere, Tinubu, saying it does not matter, forget, I know how to convince my people. So guys, let us hear your opinion and have your take on this.